Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mianel Tayanis. I am here to speak in behalf of the abused, discriminated, and treated inequality women. One of the most widespread human rights breaches in the world, one of the least prosecuted crimes, and one of the greatest risks to long-term peace and progress. I am talking about violence against women and children. As an ambassador of my country, I am honored to be here in World's Injustice and Poverty Summit 2022 to address this urgent matter as we join together to advance human rights, democracy, and the common values of humanity. We all know that we have to do much more to respond the cries of justice of women and children who have suffered violence. We have to do much more to end these horrible abuses and the impunity that allows these human rights violations to continue. It is time for action. This violence against women and children has tremendous cost to communities, nations, and societies. For public well-being, health and safety, and for school achievement, productivity, law enforcement, and public programs and budgets. If ignored, these human rights abuses will have the negative impact on efforts to maintain peace and security, decrease poverty, and reach the Millennium Development Goals and the development goals we are currently considering. The effects of violence can remain with women and children for a lifetime and can pass from one generation to another. Studies shows that children who have witnessed or been subjected to violence are more likely to become victims or abusers themselves. Violence against women and children is an extreme manifestation of gender inequality and systematic gender-based discrimination. The right of women and children to live free of violence depends on the protection of their human rights and a strong chain of justice. Countries that enact and enforce laws on violence against women have less gender-based violence. Today, 160 countries have laws to address violence against women. However, in too many cases, enforcement is lacking. For an effective response to this violence, different sectors in society must work together. A rape survivor must have access to a health clinic that can administer emergency medical care, including treatment to prevent HIV and unintended pregnancies and counseling. A woman who is beaten by her husband must have some place to go with her children to enjoy safety, sanity, and shelter. A victim of violence must have confidence that when she files a police report, she will receive justice and the perpetrator will be punished. And an adolescent boy in school who learns about health and sexuality must be taught that coercion, violence, and discrimination against girls are unacceptable. I can tell you that momentum is gathering. Awareness is rising, and I truly believe that a long-standing indifference to violence against women and children is declining. This means that we need to take a long-term, systematic, and comprehensive approach that recognizes and protects women's and children's full and equal human rights. We must promote a culture of equality between men and women through institutional and legal reform, education, awareness raising, and the full engagement of men and boys. That's all. Thank you.